case is the Obamacare. That is what we are talking about. And if they come with the form 1095B, 1095C, then yes, you can go ahead. You don't need to put that anywhere. Only no, it's information. It's just for information. Okay. All right. So then if they have dependents, this is where you're going to put the dependents. And it's very, very important for you also to have the Social Security card for the dependents. Very important, so that you can put the names as they are on the Social Security card. You put the name, like for example, this is Stan Doe, just an example, and the date of birth is 02/13/2018. Okay, I'm just guessing. Okay, so, and their Social Security number, we are going to put 11222333. Is that enough? It should be 9, no? 22, sorry. 22. Okay, and the relationship, this is where you put the relationship, whether, let's say that's a son. Okay. Okay, so actually, I didn't want to enter information at the moment. I want to go through it so fast so that, but it's just an example. This is where you put the kids, if these are your children, if they are not your dependents, you put them here. Okay, but we'll go through it when we come to put in the information. We'll go through it in detail. So once you're done with that, you're done with the client data. Then you have the information status. So here, this is one of the places where you'll need to mark for the signature. If they are going to sign from here, if they are going to sign for you, if they are in your office, then you can mark here that it will be signed through wet signed. That means they will use whatever gadget you have for signing. Usually we have gadgets for signing, like the Scripto and all that, which you may not need. Mostly will do the remote signatures. Okay, so that then the other one here is the wages. You need to go to the 1040. Okay. Okay, so we have already come out. This is where we were. Then this is where the W-2s, the total from the W-2s will come here. Okay, total from the W-2 will come here. Then if they have household employee wages that is not reported on W-2, it comes there. It has to be less than 2,400 per household or per household employer. So they put it there. So if they have tip not reported on 1A, like when you go to a hotel or restaurant, you eat, you give tip, they are supposed to report that. They are supposed to report that. And usually when you give it from your card, like you give 20%, 10%, it's added to by the employer. It's added and divided amongst them. So it will be reported on the W-2. If it was not reported, they are supposed to report it here. Okay, this is where they are supposed to report it on. If it was added to the W-2, definitely it will come here. Then we have the Medicaid waiver payments on W-2 or 1099 non-employee compensation. This 1099 NEC is non-employee compensation. If they are not employees, then they get a 1099. If they are employees, they get a W-2. So these are medical waiver payments that are not reported on W-2. all these, some of these are very new actually. I think they have been added this year. Then the taxable dependent care benefits from 2441. 2441 is the form that is used for child care. And usually what will happen is sometimes on W-2s, people will get credits from the government on, you know, for the child care. This is where it is reported. If it's taxable, it's going to be reported here. Then there is the employer provided adoption benefit form 8839. That all these, if you can, all these are grade. It's not something that you're going to enter direct. They are coming from forms. Like for this one, it will come from form 8839. Some of these forms you're going to go through them, so you will see that. So then the wages from 8919. Okay, from 8919, some of them will go through them. Some of them are very common, so we'll put them there. Other earned income, okay, other earned income, you report it here. If you earned some income which was not reported on any form, this is where now you put it. And you can Alt W for the forms. Okay. Other income from 1099 miscellaneous, you see, you can put it here. Other income subject to self-employment tax, you can put it here. If it's a fallen employer compensation, you can put it here. Usually that one is reported, will come direct from a form called 2555. 2555, if somebody is working or has worked in a foreign country and they are a US citizen, say for example, you are in Kenya, you know, you are working in Kenya, you're supposed to report your income on that form 2555, but we'll go through it so you'll see it. And this income here is income from, what is this place? Puerto Rico. This is the income from Puerto Rico. This is the W-2 for Puerto Rico. It comes right here. Okay. Okay, so all the incomes will come. All these are the incomes from 1A to 1H. Okay, they will be added all together. So the non-taxable combat pay election. This is for the combat. If there's any, if it's not taxable, it will be showing on the W-2, and the W-2 we feel it as it is. So which I'll show you once we get there. I'll show you what happens. Then there's also the tax exempt interest, and there is also the taxable interest. So all these will go through them. Form 10, like you can see here, when we click on that, we'll see that on a 1099 INT, the interest income. It will be showing which one is taxable and what is not taxable. Okay. So it's not something that you need to memorize. You don't need to memorize. What you need to know is just have this one open. So anytime you go to a box, to tell you what you're going to fill. Like now on this one, the qualified dividends will come from a form called 1099 DIV, dividends and distribution, okay? On line 3B. Then there is the IRA, distributions, which will be on a form 1099R. We'll go through all these forms, so you can see how to fill them. So that once you fill it, it's going to go. It's going to go to this box direct. Okay. So it's not something that you need to memorize. Also, the 1099R, once you fill it, is going let me show you an example of a 1099-R. This is a 1099-R, as you can